Namaste, my witchlings. Welcome back to Die the Yoga Witch podcast. I am Die, your favorite yoga witch, and it is the 4th week of June already. Wow. We are still basking in the glow of rainbow radiance. I just tried to combine those words into one. We are still basking in the glow of rainbow radiance, cultivating joyful expression from last week, and this week we are taking that radiance and sharing it. Our theme today is sharing your joy, connecting with others through creative expression and community weaving. So, let's talk about sharing our joy and weaving some community. It is so good to be with you guys again as we've reached the culmination of our Rainbow Radiance journey this month. We have explored cultivating our own joyful expression, and now it's time to let that light shine outwards. This week is all about sharing your joy, connecting with others through creative expression and community weaving. Let's imagine a tapestry, each thread vibrant and unique, contributing to a beautiful whole. W-H-O-L-E, not, like a hole. That is what happens when we share our joy and our creative expressions. We weave a stronger, more beautiful community together. Joy, when shared, doesn't diminish, it multiplies. Think about a time when someone's genuine enthusiasm or creative act brightened your day. Maybe it was a song, a beautifully made gift, a heartfelt story, or even just a genuine warm smile. That is the ripple effect that we are talking about here. We often think of creative expression as a solitary act, and sometimes it is. But when we bring it out into the world, when we share it, it becomes a bridge. It allows others to see a piece of our soul, to connect with our unique perspective, and feel inspired themselves. So, what is a creative expression that you yourself have held back from sharing, perhaps out of fear or out of self-doubt? What if sharing it, even imperfectly, could spark joy in someone else? It doesn't have to be a masterpiece. Nobody's expecting the Mona Lisa from you. It just has to be authentically you. Remember, I have a non-binary munchkin, and they embody this perfectly. Living authentically is a powerful form of shared joy and expression. The fact that their hair typically is blue and green or purple or pink, blue in the front, they are very much their creative, genuine self. And creative expression is not, if I could quit inhaling saliva, I would be a whole lot better. Anyway, creative expression is not just about art. It is about any way that we communicate our inner world. This could be through storytelling, cooking, gardening, problem solving, even how we organize our homes. When we express ourselves authentically, we create opportunities for others to connect with us on a deeper level, which is always a good thing. So, my podcast here, my blog, those are a couple of my own ways of sharing my thoughts. My craft and my yoga practice, those are other things that I put myself out there with too. My Friday night guided meditations are yet another avenue. It is a joy for me to connect with this community, with my witchlings, through these creative outlets. I also am a musician. And yes, teaching my 1-hour class and sharing it to YouTube each week is another direct expression of sharing joyful movement. This is me. Consider how different forms of expression can foster that connection. Storytelling. Sharing personal stories, even short anecdotes, builds empathy and understanding. It also helps people, learn about each other. Music and sound, singing, playing an instrument, or even just listening to music together can create powerful bonds. I cannot express how it feels to be in the middle of a group of people singing together a song that they're passionate about. Visual arts, creating or appreciating art together can spark conversations and shared experiences. Movement, dancing together, doing yoga in a group, or even going for a walk with other people builds camaraderie. My dogs, Sergeant, Tookers, and Luna definitely inspire a lot of collective joyful movement in our household, especially when they decide to have WWE SmackDown Pet Edition in the middle of the living room. Just saying. And Fuzzbutt, our house panther, even adds to this communal joy with his playtime with Sergeant. They're the same size. Don't tell Sarge, but the cat can pick him up and throw him. This connection doesn't always have to be some grand thing. It could be just a shared laugh over a silly drawing, a quiet moment, appreciating a shared meal, or a nod of understanding after reading a heartfelt poem. Community weaving is a beautiful metaphor. It implies intention, care, and the blending of diverse threads to create something strong and beautiful. Each of us is a thread unique in our color and texture. When we contribute our authentic selves, our expressions, our joys, we strengthen the fabric of our community. Diversity is a good thing. There's a reason America's called the melting pot. And then community weaving involves things like active listening, truly hearing others, not just waiting for your turn to speak. When you are listening, listen to hear and understand. Do not listen to respond. There is a difference. Offering support, lending a hand, an ear, or a kind word when needed. Oftentimes, when people need help, what they need is more to just word vomit and not have someone step in and try to fix it right then and there, but allow them to spit it all out and then help them work out a resolution themselves. Tends to work better. Celebrating differences. Recognizing that our diversity is our strength. As I always say, and I just did, there is strength in diversity. Creating spaces. This could be physical spaces like a shared garden or a community art wall, or even virtual spaces like online groups, Discord servers, or even just a recurring gathering like a book club. My rituals that I hold for the full and new moons and for each of the Sabbats and Esbats are examples of creating sacred community spaces. Then we have personal connections. My husband and I have been together for almost 14 years now. It'll be 14 years this October. We have built our family with 3 young adult children through conscious community, weaving within our own home. It takes effort, it takes understanding, and shared joy to create a strong family unit, just like it does for the wider community. It all starts at home, y'all. And I'm inhaling saliva again. Let's take a sip of coffee. I'm going to take another. Haha. All right. Pardon me. I'm a little parched and wheezy because somebody decided to take himself on a walk this morning. Okay. So, how do we put this into practice? What are some practical ways to share our joy and weave our community? Okay, start with sharing your passions. Do you love to bake? Bring cookies to a neighbor. Do you enjoy gardening? Offer to share some of your extra bounty from your garden. Are you a storyteller? Share an anecdote. Or heck, join the SCA and become a... not bard. Crap. Yeah, bard. Sorry. I'm seeing the face of our local bard in my head when I say this. Host a creative gathering. This doesn't have to be some big fancy schmancy thing. Have a, quote, crafternoon where everybody brings in their current project and it's a potluck where everybody brings a dish and shares the story behind it. Or even just have a chill evening with friends where you play music and talk. Maybe you play cribbage or Cards Against Humanity and just socialize. Next, we have volunteering your skills. Offer your creative talents to a local cause. Design a flyer for a community event or help beautify a public space or maybe even teach a simple skill to others. One of my kids runs a D&D game for local teenagers. That's his way of getting out into the community. Support other people's expressions. This is big. Attend local art shows, listen to independent music, read local authors. A simple, I love what you are doing can be incredibly powerful. I myself have 2 books from a local author sitting on my shelf right now. They're really good. Start a joy jar. This one is so fun to do. Encourage your family or your housemates, whichever, to write down moments of joy that they either experienced or witnessed and put them in a jar. Just little slips of paper with a brief description of what happened. Then at the end of the week, read them all out loud and see just how many wonderful things happened this week. Remember, the act of sharing is a gift, both to yourself and to others. Excuse me. It strengthens the bonds that make life rich and meaningful. And then sometimes we have to overcome the barriers to sharing. There are times that the biggest hurdle to sharing our joy and connecting is our own fear. Fear of judgment, fear of rejection, fear of not being good enough. It's that inner critic. Tell the inner critic to sit down and be quiet and keep going. Gentle encouragement. Remind yourself that authenticity is far more valuable than perfection. Your unique expression is precisely what makes your thread valuable in this community tapestry. My journey as a veteran has taught me the immense power of resilience and finding strength in your vulnerability. Sharing who you truly are, even with your perceived imperfections, is a strength. There is a reason Pride Month is called Pride Month. We are proud of ourselves for being strong enough and brave enough to show the world who we are. Start small. Share with someone you trust. Then expand your circle. But the more you practice this, the easier it becomes. And remember, kindness is everything. Offer that kindness to yourself first. Oh, I am wheezy and it's frustrating right now. I apologize. Okay, guys, my witchy darlings, how are you guys planning to share your joy and weave more community this week? I want to hear your ideas. Share your experiences on social media using the hashtag Rainbow Radiance and hashtag Community Weaving, or just tag Die the Yoga Witch directly. I will be weaving community this weekend at the Seattle Pride Parade. It is a family tradition we have gone for the last 11 years. This will be our 11th. Of course, we missed during COVID. And it is our way of celebrating my Munchkin's birthday because it usually lands on or around their birthday. So what are you guys going to be doing? I'm also in the Seattle area, as I just said. One of my favorite things that Seattle did to help build community is the Beacon Hill Food Forest. That was an amazing project. It is still going strong, and it is just, I love it. It is so cool. I drive by it every time I go to the VA. Oof. All right, my lovely witchlings. As we are wrapping up our Rainbow Radiance theme this month, remember that cultivating joy within ourselves is the first step, but sharing it is where the real magic happens. It is how we create a kinder, more connected world. So, join me tomorrow night for Friday night guided meditation, where we are going to delve deeper into the energy of connection and shared joy. Do not forget, I have weekly 1-hour yoga classes that pop up on YouTube. There should be one coming in the next few days. I have taken a pause on recording because I lost my space. We will be picking that back up the middle of July. I'm working on gaining a new space. And check out my blog for more insights into yoga and witchcraft at yogawithdylin.com or dietheyogawitch.com. Until next time, my witchlings, keep shining your unique, radiant light and keep weaving that beautiful community tapestry. So go out there and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness. There is already so much hate and darkness in this world. Can we please be beacons of light for those who have lost theirs? Also, be sure to let your loved ones, be they human, scaly, furry, or feathered, know that you love them. You do not know how long you're going to have with them, and I know from experience that phone call sucks. And then, always remember that you are loved, you are wanted, you are needed, and you do have a purpose here, even if you do not know it yet. Now, go get out of the house, touch some grass, have a fantabulously wonderful day filled with magic and joy, and I will see you guys later. Love you guys. Your subscription ensures you never miss a moment of mystical insight, especially if you ring that bell, for a deeper dive into exclusive content, behind-the-scenes glimpses, bonus blog posts, monthly rituals, and my weekly yoga classes. Consider popping over to Patreon and joining the coven there. If you're feeling particularly generous, a virtual coffee is always appreciated. This Gen X witch, raised on 80s vibes, thrives on caffeine and a dash of well-placed sarcasm. Are you seeking personalized guidance? Well, in that case, visit yogawithdylin.com to schedule a one-on-one yoga session where we can work together to restore balance and alignment to your mind, body, and spirit. I'm honored to craft meaningful rituals and services for all life's milestones. House blessings, cleansings, spiritual life coaching, and personalized tarot and pendulum readings are also available. Check out those offerings at dietheyogawitch.com. Don't miss out on your daily doses of divination. Tune in tomorrow for another episode, Monday through Saturday, same bat time, same bat channel, 1:30 p.m. Pacific time. And there's even more enchantment to weave into your week. Join me for our weekly rituals. Sundays, let's all gather around the cauldron for coffee and cues with Di the Yoga Witch at 1:30 p.m. Pacific time on Sundays. Bring your favorite brew and we'll delve into the mystical and the everyday, answering your questions and sharing the witchy wisdom I've gathered over the last 3 decades. Thursdays, tune into Di the Yoga Witch podcast for a fusion of yoga and witchcraft designed to inspire and uplift. Friday and Saturday evenings at 8:30 p.m. Seattle time, we offer some unique experiences. Fridays are for relaxation and interconnection. We zen our way into the weekend and unwind with guided meditation or yoga nidra asana, tapping into your inner magic and bringing that magical life into your yoga practice. Saturday evenings, brace yourself for Bitch and Witch Angry Veteran Rants. I will be tackling current events that spark my passionate opinions, offering perspectives and suggestions for positive change.